everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I am a fashion business management student at FIT Korea. And today I'm going to continue my info video about FIT Korea. I actually plan to do like a housing information related video, but since I'm still in my hometown, I think it's kind of hard to explain about the housing without filming the housing itself. And I actually wanted to show you guys like the difference between the single dorm and the double dorms, and also like the facilities in the school. But I will also mention some of those today because since it's 1 month left to moving in day, I will explain what you need to bring for your dorm life basically, and like my tips on what to bring and what not to bring. Yeah, and basically things that you should bring from home and like things that you can buy in Korea. So I really recommend you guys to take notes for this, but I will also put some description on the description box so you won't miss anything also. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about transportation. So if you want to get around Korea, the easiest thing is to use the T-Money card. So I have my card right here. This is one of my first cards that I got from my trip a couple of years ago. So it is used for subways and bus, and sometimes you can also buy some things from the convenience store with this too. I mostly use this for subways and bus. This is very convenient, so you don't have to buy like one-way ticket, and this is necessary for the bus because usually the bus goes by so fast and like people queue on the entrance. Usually people just tap, but if you don't have the card you will have to pay cash, and if you don't have the exact amount of cash it will be kind of like hectic and the driver will be kind of, you know. And I feel kind of scared taking the bus in Korea because I'm not very fluent in the language yet, and the bus drivers, they just wanted things to go fast. So I really recommend you guys to get the T-Money card, and you can get it at any convenience store in Korea if you have just landed in Korea. I believe there'll be like GS or 7-Eleven that you can go to and buy this card. I think it will cost you around 5,000 won to get this card. You can top up anywhere at the convenience store and also at the subway station. Another option is you can also get like the K-pop ones. Wait, I will show you. This is like the Baekhyun one I got. Usually the COEX SM stores sell that, but also they sell it online on Gmarket, and I believe if you go to any K-pop store they usually sell this Cash B. SM Entertainment have a lot of these for every artist and each comeback. So extra information during orientation week, the school will help you set up an ID card like this. I hope you can see that. Yeah. They will give you two options. You can choose either just an ID card plus access card to help you get around the dorms and also the school buildings, or you can get a bank card. So mine is a bank card. It works as your ID card, your access card for getting to dorms and school buildings, and as your bank card, they partner up with IBK, Industrial Bank of Korea, and it also works as your transportation card. So it's all in one. And the good thing is, since this is a student card, you get discounts on the subway and also bus. So I usually just use this card, and like the other cards I have are just for collection. The ID card takes quite a while. I think it takes a couple of weeks before you get them after you apply. So to get around the city, you might want to get like a simple one, but if you want to make it worth it, just buy a cute one. I think 7-Eleven have more options than GS, so try and find 7-Eleven. So before you get your ID card, your identification will be either your passport or your ARC. So this is my ARC card. ARC stands for Alien Registration Card. We will have the D2 ARC, the D2 visa, because we're students. If you want to go anywhere and it requires your ID, they will either ask for your visa or your ARC. But then ARC comes around September, I think. It takes quite a while for you guys to get the ARC. I really recommend you guys to always bring your passport anywhere, because using your passport, you can still get the tax refund if you. Next, I'm going to be talking about getting to campus. There are two options. The first one is to just take a taxi, and the second one is to take a bus, then taxi. or like bus and bus. That's the third option. The first one, if you want to take a taxi, it's quite pricey. Our campus, again, it's very close to the airport. It's still in Incheon, so it takes only half an hour, and it costs you around 50,000 won to 70,000 won. For 50,000 won, it fits like 3 people. The 70,000 is usually like the limousine, like the van-like taxi, like the big size taxi, the jumbo one. If you have a lot of luggage, I really recommend you guys to take the big one. Last time I asked the taxi company, they told me if you have 3 people with only like 3 small luggage, like cabin size luggage, you can take the small one. But if there are like 3 people with 2 luggage, if you have like 1 cabin size luggage and also like the big size luggage, they recommend you guys to take the big van, and it's 70,000 won. And I think it's cheaper if you go together like 3 people at once using the big limousine rather than you taking the small one. So I think you should set up with your friends so that you can go to campus together, so you can save some cash. So next, you can take the bus and then the taxi. So the bus that I rode is the bus 6777. So it takes you from Airport Terminal 1 to Tomorrow City, which is like very close with our campus. Tomorrow City is a bus stop for a hotel called Orakai. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, so it takes 1 hour and 15 minutes bus ride. Once you get into like the bus terminal area in the airport, there's like a ticket station that you can just tell them that you want to get the bus 6777, and I'll also put like a screenshot of the map right here. So the bus 6777 is a limousine bus. It's like an airport bus, so it's really big. There's like a storage area under the bus, and they will help you carry your luggage. That's the great thing about airport buses. The cost for this is around 15 to 16,000 won per person for adults. And then after you arrive to Tomorrow City bus stop in Songdo, you can go in front of Orakai Hotel, get taxi straight to our campus. So you can just go straight and you will arrive to our campus. And that taxi ride is only for 8 minutes, and it costs around 5,000 won only. I think you can just go to the hotel and ask them if they can help you grab a taxi, and tell them you want to go to SUNY Korea. But if they don't understand, tell them you want to go to 한국뉴욕 주립대학교. I'll put it also like right here. And there are actually 2 entrances for SUNY, because like our campus is so big. It's actually a big complex of many universities. It's the Incheon Global Campus complex, and there are 2 entrances. Usually they go to the other entrance, which doesn't have a SUNY Korea sign, which is kind of confusing, so they will have to go to the basement. But I'll put the map also right here so you won't get confused. There's a certain stop in front of our SUNY Korea lobby. It's called the Incheon Global Campus bus stop, Incheon Global Campus 정류장. Another option, if you don't want to take the taxi from Orakai Hotel, you can also take another bus. You can switch to a small bus. It's the bus 16. It's like a small city bus. It's kind of fast and it's kind of scary because you will have a lot of luggage if you were moving in at first. I don't think they allow you to bring like the big size luggage into the city bus. It takes like 25 minutes. It is cheaper, but then it will be a lot more trouble for you since you have a lot of baggage. So I really recommend you guys to just take the taxi from Orakai Hotel. So that's all for this episode's video about transportation, and see you guys on my next video.